Nothing in this video is financial advice. Hello crypto guys. I figured that as we're approaching another really interesting period in the crypto market, I'd make another video, and this time it's about my own crypto portfolio. How it's now, how much altcoins do I have there, and how it's been in the past. Has there been any transformation in the composition of my portfolio? And this is something I'm gonna be discussing today. And yes, as I said, we're approaching really interesting time in the crypto market. We're seeing the patterns narrowing in the Bitcoin price. Ethereum is making new all-time highs, and the NFT narrative and DeFi are both getting much more attraction each and every day. And as I happen to be heavily invested in each of these spaces, and increasingly so, like about 90% of my total net worth is currently locked into cryptocurrencies. So I figured I'd show you my point of view on kind of like what I'm investing in, how am I doing it, and like what's my method. And I guess I could mention a couple of my most recent altcoin picks that I have myself bought already. Here, one handy tool that I've been using periodically has been Token Metrics, a crypto research tool that kind of helps you filter out all the noise and find the quality coins on the market, and then you can kind of educate yourself more on these to build your investment thesis. And yeah, but more on that later. My main point here was to say that we're really living in an interesting time in the market, since all the chart patterns on Bitcoin and Ethereum prices are getting narrower, and we might see really significant price moves in the coming days and weeks. And I myself, I'm very much on the bullish side here. This is what opens the door for really interesting gains that we may see in the altcoins, and it opens up the possibility for each of us to make some life-changing wealth here in the crypto space. And yeah, I guess we could just dive right in, and I could talk a little bit about my own portfolio. Especially here I want to kind of do a little comparison between my altcoin holdings and my Ethereum and Bitcoin holdings. Like how they've been changing, and like how do I think about this. And in the later stages of the video we'll dive in how do I decide if I should buy into a project and if I do see potential in it. So let me start. And here's something that might not be so big of a surprise. My biggest holding currently is BTC, Bitcoin. And currently 42% of my entire portfolio is Bitcoin. Now why is this? Why do I have so much Bitcoin when I just kept talking about the altcoins and the potential in them? Well, it's that, as in my case, I am like 90% deep in crypto. 90% of my total net worth is locked into the crypto ecosystem, and I don't want to be putting all of my investable assets into the most riskiest asset classes, which is the altcoins. I'd rather have a significant amount of my portfolio in these kind of sure bets that are surely going to rise. And why Bitcoin and Ethereum are those, I'm gonna get to it in a moment. So it's all about risk management and mitigation. First grab the low-hanging fruit, and then you can go more deeply into the altcoin space that holds the biggest growth potential. So obviously this is also something that I want to keep as the biggest single investment that I have, because it's the most recognized brand in the space, and that's where all the kind of institutional adoption is going to flow in. MicroStrategy, Grayscale, all of the big players who are entering the space, Tesla and other companies, possibly even Apple in the future, and we're gonna see some interesting names definitely come in. And all of the big players are going to enter Bitcoin space, of course the Ethereum space as well, but mainly BTC. And this is because it's the most secure and most widely recognized cryptocurrency on the market. Like for example Tesla, just think about it, they're investing, or they already invested $1.5 billion into crypto market, and that's only to Bitcoin. Now, it would be, in my mind, absolutely ridiculous that a company this size would try to like outperform Bitcoin by going into like, let's say 100 or 200 different altcoins. Of course they could do that, and they may see some interesting gains, but even just entering the space, the crypto space, and buying Bitcoin, they're taking a huge risk. Plus, you have to realize that if you invest into, let's say, 100 different altcoins, that's when you have to manage 100 different investments, which is going to increase your like overall total risk, because it's harder to manage that large and diversified portfolio. So buying the BTC is kind of the big business's way of doing risk mitigation. They're already entering a space that comes with huge volatility and risks included by buying Bitcoin. So there's kind of not so much benefit for them to start going after the huge growing alts, which for example I've been doing with token metrics. And on average my alts have been growing 22x so far, and they're still running up. But that's sadly out of the reach of the institutions, mostly. But the low-hanging fruit, that's something that the big businesses, banks, S&P 500 companies, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, that's something that they can buy, because it's just one thing that they kind of know as a brand from even 10 years ago. The employees are changing, and the like board of directors are getting more educated on the topic of Bitcoin. So the institutional adoption is already here. It's taking place right here, right now, with Tesla, MicroStrategy, Grayscale, and individual investors. This is why everyone should have some Bitcoin in their portfolio. But as we know from the past, the growing Bitcoin and Ethereum price is rocket fuel to the actual altcoin market itself, because when people get rich with Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're gonna shift some of their materialized profits into the more rapidly growing altcoin market to chase the pumps that are gonna come. And like basically, since they are only playing with profit here, they can take much more risk at this point. And this risk tolerance is gonna bring more money to the altcoin market as this bull run keeps going on. That is why Bitcoin is the single biggest investment in my entire portfolio. And one of the other reasons for the BTC to be this huge in my portfolio and for the big players is, like, Michael Saylor really well puts the story here. He put it out really well. Like, we all know that the US, like the Fed and all the world governments, euro, everything, everybody's just constantly printing money, and here Bitcoin steps into the picture for the companies and the private investors and the individuals to hedge against the like fiat money system. And it really seems that there is no end to this. Like, is it 20 or 40% of all the US dollars that are circulating, that exist, have been printed in the last 2 years or so? These numbers are just so ridiculous, and this is one of the reasons that the big players are gonna get into Bitcoin, and that's why also I'm trusting most into Bitcoin in the long run, and thus I'm allocating most of my portfolio as a single biggest holding to BTC. And then on the second place we have Ethereum in my portfolio, and it's currently about 20-21% or so of my total holdings. And why is this? And yeah, this is just Ethereum, just that crypto, not the little altcoins that are built on it. They are other investments which we're gonna into in a moment. So Ethereum itself is about 21% of my total holdings, and the reason why it's Ethereum and not, for example, Cardano is because it's the most established smart contracts platform, and more or less every single project is launching on Ethereum. All the token like sales and everything on Uniswap, the ecosystem has been building in the past years so rapidly, and there's so many people using MetaMask and everything, and this is kind of the easy place to enter for people, and this is why I'm trusting Ethereum so much and so well. So just the network effect of Ethereum alone is so powerful that I can't imagine being outside, like not being invested in this, because the growth potential is simply too huge, even at this point still. Basically, the only actually good argument against Ethereum in my mind is that the gas fees are so damn high. And yes, they are. But then again, the big businesses are the ones that are going to be investing in this and building on top of Ethereum. And like, what's $30 gas fees for them? Nothing. This stuff is not basically like, it's not at the moment optimal for the kind of new crypto investors that don't have that much money, but the big companies who are going to be investing in these ecosystems and building on top of them, they don't care. And anyway, in the long run, I truly trust that we're going to see some like good and actually working like second layer scaling solutions and interchain operability, for example, with Polkadot and any other crypto chains that are gonna bring down the gas fees. And then in the long run, maybe few years to come, we can see that the gas prices are actually going to plummet when this stuff with the interchain operability becomes so much more affordable. And that's why I'm investing in Ethereum for the long run. I'm always going for the long run in my investments. So I feel this is something that you may have kind of expected, that I'm about 60% in the two major cryptos that we have in the market, and it's for the reason that those are the projects that are the most reliable ones in the long run, and I'm always going for the long run. For example, I've been constantly, like when I research altcoins, for example, I can see these kind of quick wins that I feel, okay, these have the potential in the short term to skyrocket really high, but I don't feel comfortable really holding those, as in my opinion they can be more of a like short term play. And if I don't see that there's a solid basis for sticking with the coin for the long run, then I'm not gonna invest into it, because I know, and most likely you know as well, that the current bull market that we're in, it won't last forever. And I want kind of to aggregate these kinds of coins that are gonna do well in this market. But even if I don't like sell them in the correct time frame, because I'm a human and I might do some errors, there might be some errors and mistakes, and if I don't sell those coins in the like most optimal time frame, which I still aim to do, I want to be able to hold these coins in the possible bear winter where the prices are falling, because I trust in them in the long run. I'm not in the crypto game to win short term victories. I want to win the actual long term play. And this is why I'm most heavily invested into BTC and ETH. And most likely I'm gonna always have these two as the top main cryptos unless something dramatic happens. And the couple most important cryptos that I will always have are most certainly going to be holding this about 60% threshold, like at minimum is what I'm gonna be holding in those couple most important coins, because they are the ones that will help you in the long run and have the least risk attached to them. And then, what about the rest of my portfolio? What about the altcoins? The rest that is left here, these are all altcoins, purely altcoins. And currently I have about 37% in altcoins. They represent, or to be exact, they represent 36.99% of my entire portfolio, which is quite sizable allocation to altcoins in my opinion, or at least from what I've been doing a little comparison with major YouTubers. Many are kind of suggesting about 20% to alts or so. So I don't really suggest that you kind of follow this exact model that I'm using here, but maybe it can give you some kind of idea like what could work. But simultaneously, I do know that if I want to outperform the Bitcoin and Ethereum gains and actually significantly profit off of it, I must be heavily in the altcoin space, and that's why I'm using this kind of about 40% allocation. But this definitely isn't for everyone, and certainly the newcomers to this space, I think you should tap into the sure profits, especially if you like don't buy into the narrative that you're gonna find the random altcoin that is going to skyrocket immediately when you buy it. No, it's usually not going to happen that way. And then when you have those investments locked in, you can jump into the altcoin pool and start searching for the golden gem that is actually going to bring you a huge grow in your net worth. And yeah, if you want to use a token metrics, you find the link in the video description, and I'll actually I think I'll add the link to my token metrics tutorial somewhere, since well, I noticed people quite like how I break down the usage of the crypto research tool. Yeah, you can check that out if you wish to look more into the altcoin space. So then, what kind of a altcoin portfolio do I have? In total, I have 12 different altcoin cryptos, and the biggest portions or shares of percentage that I have, the biggest of them is about 9%, and the smallest is 0.28%. So there's quite a big variance in between like these cryptos, how much I've been allocating to different coins, and these allocations have been also like varying a bit because the coin prices keep shifting. At some point the smallest coin that I had, it was actually quite significant share of my altcoin holdings, and the reason that it has not like gained that much as a percentage share is because the price hasn't been moving up like at all. But then again, I'm here in the long run. I'm not in to make a quick win, but I'm rather investing into projects that I feel will bring me wealth in the long run and can increase my net worth comfortably, and I can sleep my nights well because I don't want to go to grave too early just for the reason that I kind of ruined my mental health absolutely for going in too deep with some super risky plays. No, that's not really for me. I want to be able to enjoy my life and not constantly just F5 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 in the CoinGecko or TradingView or wherever you are. I don't want to be constantly checking the prices. I want to swing trade the big moves and ride the waves that way. This is my kind of investment style. And something that I could say here is actually that I've been noticing, and I kind of expected uh, to be taking place and happening with my investment style, is that the longer I've been holding any of these coins, any of the altcoins or any of the major cryptos, the longer I've been holding my coins, the bigger gains I've been making. Like, of course, there has been some kind of roller coaster crashes as well in the like history of me holding these cryptos, but I haven't sold. The longer I've been holding, the better gains I've been making, because this is once again about the long run or the midterm, which might be that I could be selling a significant percentage of these coins uh, during this year, maybe during the summer. I'm gonna see when my price targets are gonna be coming in like that, and that's when I'll be selling some of the altcoins away. Now, something that might be of interest to you is like, then how much have you been making in gains in the altcoins? Like we all know the Bitcoin and ETH and these major cryptos, like they've been growing crazy, but how have my altcoin investments then been going? And there's actually quite big variance, and on average I've been making like 22x on the altcoins that I'm holding. And like as I said, the smallest coin that I have in my portfolio, it hasn't been growing like it hasn't done anything basically yet, but I trust it'll do so. It'll do well in the future. And then on the other hand, the best gains that I've been making have so far been like 270. Actually, more specifically, it's been 271x. So it's quite significant growth, and I'm still holding it. Big and how? Well, you might ask like how can it be so big? And the answer to this is that I found the coin when it was basically worthless. Nobody was buying it, or very few people were accumulating it. And I just placed my bet on it once I got convinced that okay, this is the project that I want to be investing in. And it was actually one of my first altcoin investments some years ago. And this means basically that it was the previous crypto winter during which I invested in it. And now that I've been holding it for years, I think it's about 2 years maybe. I'm not quite sure actually. I don't remember the exact dates. But yeah, this is just one of the examples that the longer you've been holding a solid project, the better kind of gains it can make you. And the reason that I'm not going too deep into like what coins do I have in my altcoin portfolio is because I know if I'm going to be mentioning some names, some people that don't know why I've been investing into those and are the cases still solid, and so on and so on. Those viewers are gonna buy into those without knowing anything about the project, and I don't wanna encourage that. I can mention a few of my bigger altcoin investments that you may find from the CoinGecko yourself quite easily, but the most riskiest plays, and certainly not the ones that have been growing significantly, I won't mention it because I don't want people putting money into those and chasing the pumps. Like, I know that these coins are gonna grow, but I don't feel that there's maybe not that much like growth anymore for that people should actually be kind of buying in as new people into the projects. Because like you see, if I have a coin that has grown 271x and it doubles, for me that's what, like 700x. No, it's actually a bit over 500x at that point. But the person who buys at this moment here and now, they're only gonna get the double, like 2x, because the price is already so high and it has only like the doubling that it can go through. And yeah, I kind of think that these huge growers don't have anymore that much of an like growth opportunity for the new people, but they can still like bring huge value to myself. Like, I guess I can mention these the moment that I take some profits off of them, because it kind of communicates in a super clear way that I'm not anymore putting money into this, and I don't feel like this is something that the viewer should maybe invest in. So yeah, I don't want to be the person who gets people wrecked in the markets. Be careful when investing in any cryptos and alts especially. But simultaneously, just realize that these 200x, 300x, these coins are there. You just gotta hop into these projects early on when they are still cheap, and there is the room to grow the 100x, 200x, 300x. These coins are there. They are there still today, and you can find them. But yeah, like my point here is that don't buy a coin just for the reason that you see it mentioned in a YouTube video. Like, do the research yourself, build your investment thesis, and that's how you can actually hold on to your coins even more through the most turbulent times. And in a moment, I'll actually discuss briefly on how you can build your investment thesis, and I'll show you a couple of like examples of my own investment thesis on altcoins and Bitcoin overall, like why I have been investing into this space. So rather than shilling some super risky altcoin plays, I'm rather going to help you understand and build your own investment thesis so you can start to find these gems yourself. And obviously, of course, for the reason that I don't want to be the person who gets people wrecked in the markets and risking their own investment portfolios. I was a newbie myself once. I guess I still am kinda, and I remember the psychology of like thinking, oh, this is gonna go like to the moon, and the fact might be very well that it won't be going to the moon, or at least not keep going as long as you'd wish it to go. So yeah, as I said, on average I've been making 22x on my coins, and the best bet I've made is 271x so far. But yeah, then maybe few of the coins that I could mention on my altcoin portfolio, since these are a bit more on the like kind of side of the shore bets. They are not equal to Bitcoin and Ethereum, but these are kind of almost as safe in the altcoin space in my mind as those two are. And these coins for sure in my mind have the room to grow, so that's why I feel comfortable like bringing these up. They are, well, Unitoken is one, it's been doing quite nice, about 10x, and I feel there's still a lot of room to grow since like all the altcoin, or not all, but most of the altcoins are getting launched on Uniswap, and this platform and the project itself is only gonna get more attraction in the weeks, months, and years to come. And then I could say, well, ADA is very kind of an easy bet, even at this moment for me. Even my father bought it quite cheaply when I referred to it to him. And well, yeah, then you saw maybe how the video where I show you how to buy altcoins in Binance, where I bought Monetha. That's actually my most recent buy, I think, and it's currently above 3x as of today. And I could mention Decenter as well. That's the kind of risky pick that I'm gonna bring up here. It's been hovering around like number 500 in the market cap ranks, so it has quite a lot of room to grow. They already have a working product, and they kind of compare with the BAT, Basic Attention Token, and Brave Browser project. So that could be interesting. At least myself, I see a lot of upside to this, but if you decide to invest, do your own due diligence first and figure out if this is something for you. Just do realize that this is a little bit more riskier bet. So for me, I got this at about a little under 8 cents, I feel. So it's about 5x for me at the moment as of making this video. It represents about a little under 3% of my portfolio. ADA is about 5%. Uni is about 6%. And I guess I could leave the rest of those into the darkness at the moment, because I really don't want people to like go into the coins just for the reason that I have them, or for the reason that anyone else has those coins for that matter. I trust people to research the coins and build their own investment thesis. And one of the biggest reasons for this is that Well, 1 year ago I experienced myself quite painfully that you gotta have your own investment thesis built up into a solid foundation, or you won't be able to like really hold those coins. For example, I had been accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum during the entire like bear market, and then when the corona crash came, it took down stocks, it took down crypto, it took down Bitcoin, everything. Ethereum dropped, everything went down to the ground in just like few days or so. And I saw like Bitcoin break its or many of its major like support levels, and it just fell to the ground, and it went like under, was it under $4,000 or so, and I was like, oh my fucking god, like is this really happening? And yeah, it was quite rough. I It was really hard to hold the coins at that point, but I just kind of removed, or yeah, I took the emotions out of the equation and had to think like, okay, like what was my initial investment thesis for getting these, and looking at the like big picture and long run of money printing and the like the Bitcoin halvening cycle, and I had to ask myself like, has anything in this base case scenario changed? And I looked at the base case scenario a few times. I watched it again. I looked at the price chart, and I came to the conclusion that no, nothing has changed. The base case scenario still stands, and my investment thesis is still solid. And that was the only thing that kept me from selling my positions, which would have been disaster. If that would have been the case, I wouldn't even be here making this video, and you wouldn't be hearing any of this that I'm making. So I can't like highlight enough how important your investment thesis is. So finally, looking at the prices plummet, seeing my entire net worth like melt away, I was able to stay rational when I looked at my solid investment thesis and I understood it truly. And I made the decision to hold. And I'm really glad that I did, because what's been happening since then, we've been only going up, only up. Well, we had few corrections, but that's the like reason why you should have your own investment thesis as well. And I don't want to shield any of the coins that I hold, because some people may ruin their own financial situation like entirely, and that's not something I want to encourage. If you want to get a tool that can help you build your investment thesis and discover the coins that have the potential for growth and filter out all the noise of the bad projects and all, then you can try a token metrics. Like as I said earlier, I'll link the video tutorial that I've done about token metrics, the crypto research tool. I'll link it down below if in case you want to check it out. I use the tool myself periodically, and it can actually help both value investors, as I kind of identify myself, but it can also help you find like more of a trading opportunities in those altcoins that have more of a volatility going on, because that's what traders like. They want to trade off the volatility of coins. And yeah, maybe to highlight the like kind of what is investment thesis, for example, I could bring up the Monetha case, which I show in the how to use Binance and how to buy crypto from Binance video. Since all of you know, I bought that with 1,000 euros in the video. So what was my investment thesis for that, for example? Well, I kind of remembered the project from since the previous hype cycle that peaked 2017-2018, and so I was kind of familiar with it, and I browsed the coins. I was trying to find the opportunities, and then I found Monetha again and realized that okay, this thing has a Binance listing. It's currently the lowest ranking coin on Binance in market cap, so this means that the coin will actually like move in price quite easily. since the market cap is so low. And then also, since it's on Binance actually, it's not on Uniswap, it's on Binance. Because Binance is easy to use, you can easily buy the coins there, but if it would be only in Uniswap, then you'd have to actually, to buy the coin from Uniswap, you'd actually have to like watch a couple YouTube videos, learn how to use it, check if the coin is the token is real, etc., etc. But now that it's on Binance, I know that it's an easy, like people can easily access it, so people can enter the Monetha market really easily. So basically, not only does the price of Monetha shift quickly when the new money comes in, but also the money has the easy access point through Binance to start shifting the price. Plus, such a simple and obvious investment case, investment thesis at this point, was something that I felt other people could see as well. Because, well, clearly when you go into Binance, you start filtering out the like currently listed projects, you find instantly when you click the like shift by or like sort by market cap rank, you instantly see Monetha there, and that's something that many people, uh, in addition to myself, will see, and other people can also build the same investment thesis that I have. And now, knowing all this and understanding my own investment thesis in this level, I also know that I'm not gonna be a long-term holder of Monetha, as like it won't be in the bottom of Binance forever, as that was one of my main drivers for getting into this investment. So most likely I'm gonna be taking some quick profits off of this and allocating those to a like better long-term projects. But whenever I see something like this that can actually, in my mind, help me get some quick profits in a kind of reliable way, like I don't hesitate to go after them if I see a solid case for it. So yeah, as a short-term play, certainly when I start to see the kind of price points that I want to see in Monetha, I'll start to sell this coin and shift this money to another project. And so yeah, like as you can see, you can have many different kinds of investment thesis. On Monetha, it was a short term and purely based on the market cap and like how easily the price can be moved. But then again, with like in the case of Bitcoin and Ethereum, I knew that the like big picture is something in the years to come, like 10 years, 20 years from now. I know that something big in the financial system will be happening, and I want to hedge myself against that, and my vehicle to do that is Bitcoin and Ethereum, which takes us actually back to the big picture and to the long-term investment plan that I'm using myself. Like I'm trying to filter out the noise of the market and bad projects. For example, token metrics help me do that, and some fundamental analysis on the projects that I do. Like I try to understand what they're doing, what's the actual problem that they're fixing, how active is the team, are they maybe doing some like pushing updates to like GitHub and any such things that can tell me how active the project has been and is being developed currently. All and like the locked token supply and all these things, these help me form an understanding on like should I go into this project for the long term. And if I find that yes, this is something I want to do, I go in and I buy it from the Uniswap or Binance or Coinbase or whatever, like where I can get it the easiest. And then I hold. Here, like for example, in terms of Bitcoin, this can be maybe even taken as far as to what like Michael Saylor is saying, like about good assets. Like he says often that how rich people are, like they're buying a quality asset, for example, a skyscraper or land from New York, Manhattan, or do you say it Manhattan? I guess is the right pronunciation. Like you buy a quality asset and then you just own it for the rest of your life. You never sell. You rather like loan more money against the asset and you live off the like loans that you pay off with other like investments that you may sell, but the core idea there is that you never sell. You buy a quality asset and you hold it because it's constantly appreciating, uh, like with higher yields, and like the value is appreciating more than the actual loan interest on loan that you would have to pay. So like of course I think I'll be selling some of my Bitcoin at the later stages of the bull market, not with these prices, way too low for me currently. But in the long term, in the years to come, in the decades to come, I will be accumulating more, and that's the goal that I have in mind, because I'm here for the long run. And I'm going to do the same with altcoins. The altcoins I'm going to sell more easily, but I will be trying to find those quality projects that I can trust in the long run. And yeah, I guess as the summary and the takeaway for you guys on this like latter part of this video is like, if you wanna find a great coin, great altcoin, for example, on average I've been doing 22x and at best 271x. You gotta know the coin you are investing in, then you gotta build your investment thesis, and thirdly you gotta get clear on when to sell it. Like, has the base case changed it for your crypto? For example, for me, the Bitcoin and Ethereum case hadn't like changed at all, even when the Corona price crash came. And then the other case might be that okay, you actually are hitting the price target that you've set for your investment to grow. Then you might sell it, and you very well might sell it, of course, there. But other than that, like, keep it simple, know the coin you're investing in, and do the research really well, because if you don't understand what you're holding, you might find yourself in a place where you can't hold it anymore, which almost like it could have been for me. Like, if I hadn't had my big picture view about the future of Bitcoin and Ethereum, I very well might have sold it. Yeah, that's about it. I guess I'll leave a little clip of the token metrics video here at the end of this video, so you might start viewing it if you wish to. This was my crypto portfolio video. I hope you liked it. Hit the thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel, of course, and happy research finding new valuable crypto coins. Let's take a sneak peek into my token metrics account. So we're logging in case you want to grab a discount, you can find it from the video description where I have my official affiliate link. So what we have in this view, this is kind of like the big picture of the token metrics indices. What they are, it's a like pool of certain cryptos that token metrics is calculated for you. Like, you could put your money into these, and on average token metrics would be able to give you good results. Like, here you can determine your investor portfolio when you want to, like, what's your time horizon and what are the things you prioritize. Is it the fundamentals of the coin, or is it the technology? And when you click there, well, the indices get actually calculated to you immediately. Which means I have the top 100 cryptos on the market, as you can see here. It's quite a big list of coins. And actually, I myself, I don't have the money to invest into all of these, and that's not the point even. The point is to find the golden opportunities from within this list of top 100 coins. And what you can see here is that the bigger the difference here is, the better the opportunity in investing to the coin. And here already in the top 6 we have like 1, 2, 3 coins with really big differences in the like token metrics rank and the market cap rank, because the difference here basically means that the Matic network is currently on the market cap rank 122, and token metrics is actually ranking it to be the number 5. So there's like unbelievable opportunities you can find with this kind of like data analysis. Token metrics basically digest the information for you, and you can start looking at these coins from based on their analysis. 98% accuracy on the price predictions. Just look at it, like with information like this, you have no reason to go to YouTube and check your feed for Bitcoin or altcoin price predictions, as people anywhere are gonna pull up from their butts. Like here you have actual data backing the analytics, and they're about 90% accurate, which is totally bonkers in my mind, but that's what it is. And below here you see even the actual price forecast. You can dive into the tabs here, like fundamentals, technology, and technical analysis. And let's say like this was an altcoin and you think, okay, like this looks really good, like price has gone down a bit and I might be entering the market. I want to buy this actually. Based on that, they create you these crypto portfolios you can invest in, and here you can see how to set up your own criteria for your portfolio. I've seen these do quite well. One YouTuber, for example, made a comparison where this index won the general crypto market by about 40% or so. And here you find the different time horizons, and here you have the actual final portfolio you can start investing in. Okay, now I'm gonna take you through the token metrics plan checkout, and we're gonna do meanwhile a little plan comparison once we get to the buying page. Now to start this journey, this checkout, click the link in the video description. It grants you minus 10% discount on token metrics. It's our affiliate link. The link takes you directly to the pricing page, and this is where we get started. Here we have two easy steps that we need to take, and they are that first we create your account, and second we subscribe to the plan once we are logged in. So at first you don't need your credit card just yet when we are creating your account, but after that you do need your credit card because we're gonna get the $5 trial. So once again, not a lot of money here at stake for trying out the product. So let's start out. So in this page, it really doesn't matter just yet which plan you select. Here you can do a bit of comparison between the plans. Here is the investor plan that I have, and then at the bottom we have the professional plan, which is a bit more pricier one. But if you want, you can do a little comparison by reading the texts here. I have this one, it's $99 a month, and it's very suitable for me. So click any of the subscribe buttons and you get to the actual pricing page, which is here. You see here we have the app, which means we're inside the token metrics platform already. And even not yet we're gonna get billed for token metrics, but I'm still gonna select the monthly plan and click here to start the account creation. Now when we come to this page next time, we will be asked for a credit card, and that's when I also kind of go through the plans a bit more deeply. But as you can see here, now we're starting to create our account. Token metrics is asking us for the little bit of information that they need to get you started. So we smash in our details. Click register. I just got a verification email and I'm gonna take care of that one. You got yours as well, so go to your email. The email looks like this. You click the button and you end up in the confirmation page like this. Then we're good to go and log into the token metrics platform. And we sign in. Sign in. We don't save this. And as you can see, we have no plan at the moment in token metrics. So now we go to the pricing page and we gotta subscribe to the actual plan. But before that, let's look at the different plans that token metrics has to offer us. So we have the hodler plan that costs about $30 a month. We have the investor plan, which I have, which is $74.99 a month, and then the little bit pricier professional plan, which costs about $300 a month. And of course, each of these you can get 25% off by taking the yearly plan. So that means you're gonna get billed once a year for the entire year. And in case you want to get that 25% off and the additional minus 10% discount, you can use the link in the video description. It's official affiliate link. But now, what are the real differences with these different plans and which one should you take? And the easy way to look at it is just think about how much money you have to put into the market, because the biggest beef with this is that the hodler plan has top 20 market cap rankings and price predictions and technical analysis and fundamental analysis. And with the investor plan, which I have, it has the same data for top 100 coins. And like when you think about it, when you think about this in simple terms, that's 5 times more data than the hodler plan, and the cost is about, is it a little bit more than double? So it's quite a good like bang for your buck basically. And yeah, it allows you to find better opportunities, and of course with the professional plan you have unlimited technical analysis, unlimited fundamental analysis, unlimited code reviews, everything unlimited basically, plus you're gonna get the private investor webinars and all such stuff. And for I would say, like, if you're frequently looking for new opportunities and you have some serious money to put into the market, you can go with the professional plan, but most of us should look at the investor plan. And those of you who want to just try out and see if the top 20 coins can give you some kind of profits, you are good to go with the hodler plan, of course. But on average, I would say us like normal people who go to the work and like we don't have that much time to look at into the markets and do kind of comparisons, you are good to go and you're best served with the investor plan. And this is kind of also because, well, when you get unlimited technical analysis and code reviews and everything, well, you don't have unlimited amount of time. So the professional plan is something that especially like organizations and like full-time investors could look into, but the rest of us, we should go with the investor plan. This is my take on it, and this plan has served me quite well so far. And of course, if you're just going to get token metrics for the crypto indices, which creates you the portfolios that you can just go straight and invest in, then you can go with the hodler plan because it's included in there. So that's my take on it. So now that you know this stuff and you kind of maybe know which plan you want to take, we're good to go and subscribe to our plan. And with the investor plan, you get access to top 100 coins, and the 7-day trial costs just $5. And when you subscribe to it, you instantly get access to all of the top 100 cryptos. So let's see how we subscribe to the plan. So I select that I want to be billed monthly, and I click subscribe to the 7-day trial. And of course I took the monthly because this is simply a like demo account, and I'm showing you how the account subscription takes place. And here we smash in our details, our card details. Now they're validating the card, and finally we can add a coupon code here. Adding a working discount code here, make sure that you lock in your minus 10% discount on your purchase. And if you want to use my working coupon code here that grants you the minus 10% discount, you can put my coupon code here, which is DeepInCrypto. Everything small case, everything together, DeepInCrypto. Then you click apply coupon. Now I'm not going to do that myself because it would be a fraud for me to use my own coupon code, but you can enjoy your minus 10% in case you'd like to have it. Then we just pay for the trial, the $4.99, and we're good to go. We can start using token metrics and we can start doing crypto research. This is just their disclaimer that we acknowledge. And here you are immediately directed to the token metrics tutorial video. Here they show how to use the tool and what it is, what does what, and how the functions work. Now at this point I'm just gonna thank you for watching the video till the end. It means a lot to me, and I like when I see from the YouTube analytics that people are watching this stuff till the end. It also tells to YouTube that the content is good and the video was engaging, which helps us rank better, and it helps YouTube to YouTube understands that the content was good and they want to present it to other people as well. And in case you like the stuff, please hit us with a thumbs up, or if you didn't, hit us with a thumbs down, however you feel. Although I must say I preferred the first one, the thumbs up option. But yeah, thank you for watching the video till the end. And in case you want to dig up more stuff about token metrics, from the video description you find the minus 10% discount link. You can click that one, and the discount will be added to your browser. So like you don't have to buy the subscription right now, you can actually get it later as well, as long as you click the link and take the discount to your browser from there. So that's one, and in case you want to dig up more stuff about token metrics, you can check out the webinar that I briefly showed you earlier. You find the link to that one from the video description as well. And all this being said, thanks for watching the video. I hope you decide to support the channel by using the link, because that helps us create more token metrics content in the future, be it about the robot advisor or how to do crypto research in general. Those are both possible topics we can discuss in case token metrics content resonates with the audience. So thanks for watching till the end. Hit me with a thumbs up in case you liked the video, and we'll see you in the next video.